setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
Gosh, I love that song. It's called a figure of speech. I wake up to it every morning when I do my podcast and end it when I finish my podcast because it's just a figure of speech. So you're listening to Michael Lodge, and this is the WBT. So I started my journey on Saturday afternoon. My flight left Burbank, California, where I'm working on tax returns for my clients. And I had to fly to Greenville, South Carolina to meet with two clients on Monday morning. So my journey started at the Burbank airport at 8 p.m., landed in San Francisco at 10 p.m., did not get on a plane until 5 a.m., so I had to wait overnight sitting there in the terminal waiting for the plane to take off in the next morning. So 7 hours of layover in San Francisco. Now, when you have 7 hours of layover, you sit there and you watch people. And these are people walking through to the international side, going on great trips. They're excited about their trip. You can just tell it in their walk. They're smiling at each other, and they're ready to go on a great adventure. So my adventure was sitting there at San Francisco International Airport waiting for my 5 o'clock flight to Chicago. So finally I got on it. I was exhausted because I did not sleep one bit for 7 hours. So now remember, I had been at the office at 9 a.m., worked a full day, got on a plane, had to sit in San Francisco for 7 hours, and then finally get to Chicago. And it was a long trip. I don't remember one moment of that trip. I just don't. There was no movies. There was nothing. No food. Just a beverage. And finally I got to Chicago. And as soon as we get to Chicago, they announced a different terminal, which meant that I had to walk all the way under the bridge, over to a new terminal. And so I sat there for an hour, and then they announced, oh no, we're moving, the flight is delayed by 2 hours, and we're changing the terminal, and you have to walk all the way back to where you just came from. So I did that, but I'm happy to note that my phone told me that I met my expectations for walking that day. So finally I got into South Carolina about 6 p.m. last night. And on Sunday night I got here at 6 p.m. and got home. I tell you, I've been sleeping in a hotel room since December of 2017 all the way until now. And when I hit my bed, I thought, oh, this is going to be the best experience I'm ever going to have, because now I'm home. And so I plopped out on my bed, and I forgot that it was a foam memory bed, and it had lost its memory because I hadn't been here for so long, and it was hard as hell. So anyway, I plopped down and my eyes went to sleep, and then I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning because my body is off. I haven't gotten used to daylight savings time, and now I'm 3 hours advanced. So I think I may be screwed for my 8 o'clock appointment in my office in Greenville this morning. I hope to God that I wake up by that time. But in traveling across this great nation, I tell you, you meet so many different types of people and hear so many different types of views, and you see them reading all kinds of books. Everybody's reading a book, I notice now. And there are all kinds of books, from politics to humanities to art to whatever. They're reading all kinds of books. So I brought my book and I started reading it because I thought I want to finish this book within 1 month. But as soon as I began reading it, I fell asleep. And I don't know if that's because of my age now, or if it's just because my mind is so tired from looking at tax returns, talking about tax returns, talking about business, that when I finally... this also happens when I turn on Hulu or Netflix or anything. I can only get through the first 10 minutes of the show and I am gone. It's like a sedative. And I think books are the same way for me. It's like a sedative. I think you get so busy during the course of every single day that you don't take that time to just spend a few minutes for yourself. And when you don't do that, you forget how to relax. You forget how to just calm down, end the day peacefully, and do something for yourself. I know that's my case because either the cell phone is ringing, or I'm getting texts, or I'm getting emails, or I'm getting phone calls, and I'm answering questions, and I'm preparing tax returns, and I'm looking at financial statements, and I'm giving people advice. And then when I finally get home and I lay down on the bed, I'm gone. And I don't take that at least an hour for myself to really say, okay, Mike, what have you accomplished today? What do you hope to do tomorrow? What book do you need to read? What do you need to learn today? And I think that each and every one of us needs to take 1 hour to ourselves, just by ourselves. Because we're running in a rat race. Look at me this whole weekend. I was literally trying to get to one place, flying, Ubering, whatever I could do to get to this specific place to meet with clients, to meet with more clients. But not one time during this whole experience over the weekend did I sit down and say, okay, this hour is just for me to recoup, to relearn, to retrain myself, to relax, to calm down, to meditate. I don't think that if we don't start doing that more and more every day, our business skills are going to be off, our interrelation skills with other people are going to be off, and we're not going to be able to really focus on being a better person because we're on the go constantly. Now in California, it seems like I'm on the go 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, because there's always something to get done. And I think that's why it's not good to live too close to your office, because you have the tendency of saying, okay, I'll just stay here because I'm so close to home. I'll just keep working. But we can't keep working all the time. We need to stop, smell the roses, as they say, and begin fresh every day. But we need that 1 hour, at least 1 hour, just for ourselves to calm down. Forget about everything else and just focus on what our needs are for that specific amount of time for us. If you do that every single day, that's going to be my routine now. 1 hour at least for me every single day. Even if it means just going to a movie and just chilling out, or sitting down and reading a good book, or maybe even cooking for 1 hour, it's going to be something that I do for myself. Because we're so involved in doing things all day long for other people that we forget about, you know what, we need this time, at least 1 hour, by ourselves. I know it sounds a little selfish. My gosh, why are you taking 1 hour just for yourself? What are you, self-absorbed? No, it's because we need to calm down. We need to forget about everything that happened during the course of that day and just focus on our own well-being. And that's how we're going to stay young. That's how we're going to be able to get through every single day with a positive mind. I think as we look around us and as we listen to the news and to the talk radio, to talk television, whatever else, talk, we hear so much negativity coming at us that we forget to say, okay, I need to do something for myself that's really positive. And that means doing something that makes me a better person. I don't care about everybody else during that 1 hour, but I care about me just for 1 hour to do something positive to help me grow as an individual, to help me grow spiritually, mentally. The physically is hard to do for me because I'm on the go all the time, but at least mentally and spiritually, to calm down for that 1 hour and just listen, absorb, read, live. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. I will talk with you soon.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
World of Business and Taxes on WBT.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
I love this Italian phrase, the sweetness of doing nothing. Think about it.